Hello friends, today we are going to learn about astrology, full moons, lunar eclipses, and what exactly does that mean for you. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Kailly. I am a beginner, really. I thought I knew a little bit about manifestation, and turns out I only knew a little bit about it. So I'm relearning about manifestation. I am learning about rituals and releasing things that no longer serve me and what I'm calling in with my manifestations. And as I learn, I share that here with you guys. So today we're going to learn a little bit about astrology and full moons and exactly what that means for you. So what I've learned from another creator on YouTube, her name is Alexie Gigi, I'll try to link her channel below, is that when there's a full moon, you kind of want to know exactly what the full moon is in. So we have one coming up on September the 7th. It is a full moon in Pisces. This is Aria. She will be eating dino nuggets behind me while we do this. Okay, so the full moon is going to be in Pisces. It is a harvest moon, and it is also a lunar eclipse or blood moon. So how do we figure out exactly what that means for you? A lot of the times you can get some generic advice, do a full moon ritual as far as what do you want to release, what do you want to manifest, make moon water, charge your crystals, all of those shenanigans. But this is going to be a more personal, cater to you type of day. So this is what we're going to do. First, you're going to go to astro.com. It's going to look like this. Okay, now that you're there, you're going to want to hit these three little bars in the corner. You'll get a drop down menu, and you're going to want to go to free horoscopes, and then you're going to want to click horoscopes, drawing, and data, which is going to be right here. I really hope you guys can see that. Okay, after we hit that drop down menu, we're going to do chart drawing, ascendant. Maybe. Last time I just Googled it and it popped up. Okay, if you're new here, you're going to want to click for new visitors, enter birth data, and create a user profile. I have already done this before, so I'm just going to go hit login, but it does say for this information, you're going to want to know where you were born. So like the cities, the state, the county, where was the hospital at that you were born, and you're going to want to know the time of birth. This is very important because depending on the time you were born, the stars, the planets were all in different placements. So 5:11 in the morning is very different from 5:11 in the evening. So this is very important. You can find it on your birth certificate. If you do not have access to your birth certificate, find someone that can give you that information. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Once you log in, you're going to get something that looks like this, or once you create your profile, you're going to get something that looks like this. This is your birth chart. So this tells you exactly where the planets were on the day you were born at the time you were born, which to me is so freaking cool to see how everything kind of lines up. This makes up your personality, the types of lessons that you were born here to learn, the types of challenges that you'll face in this lifetime, where you excelled and where you need to improve, how you should work on your boundaries or how you should work in careers. It's really cool. It also goes into detail about your houses and what that means for you. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to screenshot this. Once you screenshot that, you're going to want to pull up ChatGPT. If you are not into AI or ChatGPT or any other AI tools, you can go ahead and leave this video now. I don't need the negative comments, but if you are, stick around because this is going to be really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up ChatGPT. Now, I have already done this for myself, so I'm just going to kind of show you what that looks like for me. So first, what I did was I sent it some of the house things that I found out from an app that I have called The Pattern. It is a free app if you want to download it. It does have a paid subscription that you can use, but for the most part, it is free. Again, you're going to want to know all of your birth information, so you can put that in there, and it'll tell you like what planets are in what house for you and what that means for you. So after I did all that, I took a screenshot of the birth chart that I just showed you guys, which is here, and I put it into ChatGPT. So I was basically said, what does this mean for me? And, it was like, hey, what you're showing me is how the planets are going to affect you on the lunar eclipse on September 7th in 2025 in Pisces and how it interacts with your natal chart. So, and then it gets broken down into the eclipse in Pisces, what that will mean for me, and things like that. Just screenshot it, put it in here, and say, hey, break this down for me. What does this mean? Once you figure that out, you're going to want to say, okay, act as if you are an astrologist and spiritual mindset coach. There is a lunar eclipse and full moon is in Pisces on September 7th, 2025. Based off of my natal chart, how can I best work with the full moon or what we have going on that day? It goes in to tell me, in plain terms, the Pisces lunar eclipse on September 7th is a major identity shift moment for you. It's not just about your relationships or emotions. It's about who you are becoming and how you show up in the world. Something about your old identity or way of relating may need to be released so that you can step more fully into your Pisces rising gifts of empathy, creativity, and spiritual alignment. So then it asked me if I would like to make if I would like for it to make me a step-by-step ritual and journal prompt specifically for this eclipse based on your chart. So it says my Pisces rising, Libra stellium, Virgo descendant, Sagittarius moon. I don't know what any of that means. Again, the creator that has a little bit more insight about that will be in the description of this video or in the comments. Or again, there is a wealth of knowledge about this. If you are interested in being a beginner in learning astrology and about charts, I highly suggest that you do. It could be something that really helps you connect with yourself. I'm going to say, yes, absolutely, girly. Let me get that ritual. It says, thank you for asking. This is the perfect eclipse for you to really do deep inner work in a symbolic reset. Since it's a Pisces full moon lunar eclipse right on your ascendant, the ritual should help you release old versions of self, anchor into your true aligned identity, balance your needs, Pisces rising, with partnerships, Virgo descendant. Activate your Libra stellium energy in a way that feels harmonious. Okay, so now it's prepared me a ritual. It says the night of the eclipse or within 24 hours. It wants me to prepare the space, ground connect, release the old self, call in the new self, and seal the ritual. And under each one of those categories that I've said, it gives me a little bullet points of what I should do. And then I have some journal prompts. So self and identity. What parts of my identity feel like costumes I've outgrown, relationships and boundaries, or have I lost myself in relationships by overgiving or trying to fix others? I literally just told my husband yesterday that my entire life I have been the fixer in family dynamics, friendship dynamics. That has always been oh my God. Okay. That's crazy. So obviously that was what I came into the world to work on. That is part of my soul contract. So I have over 8 journal prompts that are catered to self and identity, relationships and boundaries, harmony and purpose. So it says this eclipse is a sacred mirror for me. I'm not just closing out a cycle. I'm stepping into a more authentic, intuitive, and liberated version of myself. And it's also offering to give me a short guided meditation script that I can record for myself and listen to during the ritual. ChatGPT can really kind of help you figure out what is best going to work for you in this full moon. You can save this chat into your ChatGPT history. So when we have a new moon, you can say, hey, the new moon is in this. Based off of my natal chart, what kind of ritual or what kind of journal prompts should I do for this day? Keep this chat in here because every time there is a full moon, new moon, or if you want to work with, waxing and waning moons, you can always come back to this chat and it will have all of this history there for you, your natal chart and everything, and it will continue to work with you as you continue to work with the moon. Now, I wonder though, let's go even further into this chat. Okay, so I just said, ask me a series of questions to determine what I need to release and call in one at a time, please. All right, so it said, perfect. Let's make this gentle and powerful. I'll ask one question at a time. You answer, and then I'll guide us to the next. So it says, when you think about the version of yourself you've been in the past year, what feels heavy or draining? Something you know deep down isn't really you anymore. Ooh, we're getting really personal. People pleasing, confrontational avoidance, and allowing people to determine my worth, letting their words affect me or question who I am, letting others violate personal boundaries, and accepting bare minimum. So that is what I personally need to work on. So it says that is such an honest and powerful reflection. You named exactly the kind of Pisces rising, Libra energy shadows that this eclipse wants to help you shed. So here's my next question. If you release people-pleasing, avoidance, and letting others define you, what qualities or ways of being do you want to step into instead? Think how your highest self would walk into a room, hold boundaries, and speak truth. So I'm going to go ahead and answer this question. And then once we finish all of these questions, we'll kind of get an idea of what I should release and call in. So these questions and obviously these answers are going to be different for you based off of your own natal chart, which is what you're going to screenshot and put into here. You will have an entire day catered to you personally for what you need to release and what you need to call in based off of where the planets are specifically for you. How awesome is that? Not only do you get to do some self-improvement, some self-growth, and some healing, you actually know where to focus on to get the best results for you personally. You're not just out here saying, let's make moon water and hope for the best. No, you can still make your moon water and you can still charge your crystals, but now you know exactly what you need to release. Maybe for you, it's going to be what you need to release as far as like emotions in general. Maybe it's emotions that you have about other people, or maybe it's you believe that you are not creative. I don't know exactly what Pisces energy is, but again, there's a creator that would be more than happy to tell you that. I just know that she stresses the fact that knowing where things are for you will really help you improve. It will help you learn how to manifest better. It will help you learn to yourself better and grow better. And what is better than a woman trying to discover who they are, what they will tolerate, and what they will no longer tolerate in order to be their best selves? That's a powerful woman right there. That is a powerful woman. So I look forward to hearing about what you're releasing and what you're calling in and how this full moon energy is going to affect you. And I can't wait to hear the type of person that you're going to be from now on. I'm so excited for you, and I'm so excited for me. This is going to be such a wonderful journey. I love you so much, Bessie.